Good morning. We're back. We got a special live show for you today. Very excited about this. We've got my good friend, and he's also the producer of the California Lodging Investment Conference, Mr. Arnie Garfinkel, joining us. But before I bring him out, I do want to thank our good friends at Red Roof Franchising for making the show possible. So give our friends Matt Hostetler and his team and the development side with Red Roof a call. You know, they've got a soft brand. They've got their extended stay and their world famous economy brand. So please give them a call and let them know that producer Danny and I sent you. And guess what? There is Arnie Garfinkel. How are you, brother?
Hey, good. How you doing, Craig?
Good. It's good to see you this early in the morning. Typically, it's just a phone call and we banter over coffee. So,
well, I'm usually up early.
Welcome.
You have to have your latte.
I can't string a sentence together if I haven't had my latte. So
that's true.
Hey, you know what? You've got a major event coming up.
Yes, we do.
And you're going to be in San Francisco. You're going to be at the Marines Memorial Club and Hotel in San Francisco for the first time. Really looking forward to this. You and I toured that about a year ago. Really an impressive facility. And you're having your commercial real estate networking expo and your loan makers forum there.
Correct.
So do me a favor. Tell the audience, I can't remember what year this is, but I know that you did a redesign and a revamping and overhauling of the whole event. You know, you and I started that 100 years ago. Then, you know, it was a one-day event in Oakland, then it was a multi-day event, then it went back to a single-day event. So what is the lay of the land for this year's event up in San Francisco?
Well, we've completely retooled the event up in the Bay Area the last couple of years. We find most people don't want to be out all day. So we made it an afternoon event of a lot of networking. As a matter of fact, every event we do is networking and interactive and everything else. But what we've done this year is we've added the Loan Makers Forum to the networking part of it. And for those of you that don't know what Loan Makers Forum is, we have about 12 to 15 lenders that tell everybody what kind of loans they do. They give you a little pitch on what kind of loans they lend on, the rates, everything else. And then after a short break, we actually ask the attendees to present loans live to the lenders. And the lenders compete for the loan, very much like what you see on TV on Shark Tank. So it's very fun. It's very interactive. And, you know, you go to these events and people tell you what they do, but now we put them to the test.
Right.
So we take live, real loan transactions and we see what these lenders can do. This is a much more casual atmosphere than we have done on our full day events. All the lenders are not on this big stage. Every lender talks from their exhibit table, and we go around the exhibit tables. Everybody tells everybody what they do. And then we have live mics, and we go from the table to table to find out who can do what.
And unlike any other event, including mine, you've actually gotten loans put together there, and they have closed post-conference. I mean, that was the start, and also some great relationships started there. So the networking and the ability to get in front of 12, 15 active loan lenders, I should say, is invaluable in this market. Now, we've had a cut in the interest rates. I think it's negligible at best right now. I think next year, you know, another point on top of the half point that we got this year, then you've got something, especially on the construction loan side.
I don't have the same crystal ball you do, so I don't know where the rates are going to go, but that's good if it goes down another point.
I think it has to, especially on the construction side. You know, because if you look at it, okay, labor is really, I think, the bigger issue with the construction loan, because you've got people now going to disaster areas, Maui, Northern California, Florida, Arizona, and various others, where you've had entire communities wiped out by floods, fires, and other natural disasters. So And rightfully so. Those people need to be taken care of first.
Yeah.
Okay, lumber's down a little bit, and some steel items are, but concrete isn't. Okay. And, you start looking at it, and a half point really is not going to, push the needle for a construction loan.
Well, see, the biggest issue with lending right now is that there's not enough cash flow to justify certain loan amounts. And that
There you
seems to
go.
be what the problem is. And there's an inflated value of real estate. So what's
No.
happening is the cash flow is not matching up to the loan to
Yeah.
value. So but that's not what this is all about. This is
Yeah.
really all about meeting and greeting and networking. And we really, that's why we renamed this event the Commercial Real Estate Networking Expo, because it's an expo where we have about 15 to 20 exhibitors. I think it's about 21 exhibitors at this one,
Okay.
that are going to be there from all types of lending, title, appraisal, environmental. CoStar will be there. CoStar is going to do a market update on what's happening up in the Bay Area. And
Yeah.
then not only do we do this Loan Makers Forum, but we also do with our focus networking. And for those of you that don't remember what focus
That's
networking
fun.
is,
Yeah.
it's some people call it speed dating. It's not really speed dating at all.
No.
We break into 3 groups. I actually tell the exhibitors to come out from behind their table,
Yeah.
and we go to an area in the ballroom, and we separate into 3 groups: multifamily, investment, and owner user. And everybody in those groups talk about that particular topic. That's it. And so you're having lenders talking to lenders, exhibitors talking to exhibitors, and of course, attendees talking to all of these people. So you're sharing ideas. It's not just, we're going to tell you what we think is happening in the market. It's shared ideas based on a topic.
Collaborative.
And then, of course, at 4:00, 4:30, actually, we have our networking happy hour, and open bar, hors d'oeuvres, no drink tickets. Everybody's there to have some fun from 4 to 6. So that's going to be 4:30 to 6 is when we're going to do the happy hour. But although some people like to drink a little earlier, and that's great for them. The event starts at 1:30. We're real happy to be at the Marines Memorial Club and Hotel. Those of you that don't know where that is in San Francisco, it's really Union Square. It's just north of Union Square. It actually backs up to the JW Marriott up there in Union Square. So it's kind of between the JW Marriott, right near where the Grand Hyatt is, and all the major hotels that are in downtown San Francisco. So it's located great. It's an older property. When you get inside, it's beautiful. It really is. It's going to be a wonderful event.
Absolutely. So, Arnie, I got a question for you. And also, I would like to encourage the audience to ask questions. Please feel free to leave a comment, a question. We will bring it up on the screen, and Arnie will answer that for you. So what is the makeup of the attendees for this event? Who should be going to this?
Okay. Anybody involved in real estate, specifically commercial real estate, but whether you're in the hotel industry, the office, retail, multifamily, if you're an investor, if you're a CPA that has clients that does commercial real estate, if you're a broker, a loan broker, a mortgage banker, an environmental company, an appraisal, and a title company, anybody that has anything to do with commercial real estate, because this is where everybody comes together and networks. That's the whole idea of it. You get to meet people that can do business with you. Also, students, you're going to learn a lot by coming to this, because you're going to be speaking with experts if you're a student. And we have special discounts for students as well. As a matter of fact, if you're looking at this, whether you're looking at this live or if you're looking at this on tape, go to CRE NetX, Commercial Real Estate Networking Expo.com, and use the promo code CLIC, CLIC. It's not case sensitive, so it doesn't matter. And we're going to give you 30% off. We're not giving that kind of pricing out for
Only
anybody.
here on CLIC.
Only here on CLIC. Students, you might even be able to get in a little less, but if you're a student, you call me. And you call me. If you go onto the website, you'll see my phone number. I'll be more than happy to give you a real good break if you're a student, because we want the young people to learn about commercial real estate.
And that's a great point. So if you're at a business school up in the Bay Area, Berkeley to Sacramento, really come on down to the city, come into San Francisco, join us there. You've heard me preach this for years, Arnie. We're doing a really bad job at recruiting people in our industry. You do not have to go to Wall Street to have a long, profitable career. Commercial real estate, I'm on the hospitality side. Arnie's on everything else. And, this conference is great for getting your foot in the door. It's great to hear what the lenders are doing. What's some of the other third parties there? I mean, Jay and Jenny from Partner Engineering and Sciences, great third party report company.
Without
Phase ones, Alta surveys, mechanical surveys, appraisals on the hospitality side for sure. And, these are people that you need to know, that you need to interact with every day to keep your finger on the pulse.
We have CRE is going to be up there. For those of you that don't know,
love CRE.
Yeah. CRE is Commercial Real Estate Women, and they have chapters all over the country. CRE East Bay will be up there. Be presenting themselves. BAMA will be up there, Bay Area Mortgage Association. We invite any organization to come up there, and you're going to learn and meet people within the organization and learn about people with common interest. So we definitely encourage you all to come to not only meet with the lenders, but meet with other people involved in commercial real estate. So there's no reason you shouldn't be coming to this event if you're involved in commercial real estate. And by the way, if you're in Southern California, if you're in the Sacramento area, if you're even anywhere, Arizona, Portland, Seattle,
Tahoe,
it's an easy flight in and out of San Francisco. The event starts at 1:30, ends at 6. You don't have to stay overnight. If you do, we have a special rate at the hotel, but you really don't. You can fly in the morning, grab some lunch, come to the event, go to the happy hour, get the last flight out, and you're home. Period. Yep. That's why we changed the time, to make it easy for people. For those of you in the Bay Area, you go to the office in the morning, you leave for lunch, come to the event, and you're back home before dinner.
There you go. You've made this very, very convenient for everybody, and I can't stress enough how important it is. Arnie and I deal with lenders on a regular basis. Okay. That's how we keep our finger on the pulse of what's going on. Arnie organized a monthly call. So we've got that, where all of these lenders work together. Yeah. If it doesn't work for one of them, they refer you to somebody in the group that they know. They know that you've got a better than average chance of getting that deal done. And that's the thing that's really impressive, Arnie. Now, you and I go back, 30 years at this point, and that's been a hallmark of all of your events. These lenders stick together in the way to get the deal done. Well, I may not be the best lender, but Arnie is, or Joe is, or somebody else. Doesn't quite fit our programming, so they're not afraid to refer you. You're not going to get a hard no. You're going to get, I can't do it, but I know somebody that can.
Somebody that can, yeah. And there's no adversity. I mean, when I first started in this business, I used to speak at a lot of events, and I would meet my other panelists the day of the event.
Right.
And some of them I'd know were my competitors. And it was like, hey, you don't want to go to them. You want to come to me. And I learned throughout the many years I've been doing this is you've got to have a cooperative between them. And like you said, all of the people involved in all of my events, we meet on a monthly basis. We share ideas. we know what lane each of us is, and we know which lane we kind of overlap in. And
Yeah.
because of that, it's a friendly competition,
Yeah.
mutual respect amongst all the lenders. There's no adversity, and everybody respects each other for what they do. And we have a lot of lenders in this group. So,
And, at the end of the day, annually, this group of lenders gets hundreds of millions of dollars of commercial real estate loans closed,
correct.
funded. The deal is done. And Arnie, touch on the variety of lenders you have, because you've got everything from private money to institutional grade at this event. So would you tell the audience
Sure.
about the makeup
Well,
of your
yeah,
lenders, please?
we've got private money, like you said. We've got owner user lenders, SBA lenders. We got small banks. We got large banks. We got Fannie Freddie companies. Anything to do with any type of commercial real estate is covered at this event. There's some overlap among some of them. And some of the SBA lenders, some specialize in one thing, some specialize in something else. So yeah, any type of commercial real estate, it will be covered at this event.
Love it. Let's talk about some of your exhibitors, some of your third-party people now.
Mhm.
You know, these people are also critical to your deal and getting it closed on time. So, Arnie, who are some of the exhibitors that are
Well,
part of the
we've
group?
got, of course, all the lenders. We've
Yeah.
got Chicago Title is an exhibitor. They're title company you obviously need for transactions.
Yep.
We have Partner Engineering and Science. They do everything. They do
Yeah.
environmental. They have an appraisal division. They do almost anything you could think of as far as third party.
Yeah.
We have Curtis Rosenthal, the appraisal company, will be there. We have a number of I think Rent TV, the Review, it has a presence at this event. CoStar, of course,
Great information.
which includes LoopNet, Apartments.com, 10X. They will be there. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. We got some, we got New Gen Advisory is a realtor specializing in hospitality.
Yeah.
So these are all of the different type of exhibitors that we have. We have more than one private money lender up there. There's different lenders. There's different, and again, we got like about 3 or 4 different SBA lenders. Some are institutional, some are others. So everything is covered, and everything is covered from soup to nuts.
There we go. Well, Arnie, we're getting ready to wrap this up. What one thing do you want the audience to know about your event coming up in San Francisco?
Well, it's going to be casual. It's going to be interactive. And I'm giving you more than one thing. So
that's okay. Okay.
Interactive.
Give us multiple things that people could expect. Okay. Let me
and it's going to be fun. It's a lot of fun. It's really a lot of fun watching the lenders squirm when you present a loan to them and they're competing with each other. That is fun to watch. Well, and whether a loan or you don't have a loan, to watch how the lenders compete. So often, a lender will give you a rate. Well, we do loans as low as 4%. And then you present a real loan. What happened to your 4%? You're quoting me 5.75, or you're quoting me 6.25. Well, because of this, and you're going to see the actual differences between lender A, B, and C, where one might go higher on loan and the other one might go higher on rate, and somebody might be somewhere in between. So you're going to see the distinct differences where you think some of these lenders are exactly the same, and they're not.
Yeah, they're not. That's why, I love mortgage brokers. They've like yourself, you had your finger on the pulse. You know exactly what everybody's doing. But this is an opportunity for a broker, an owner, an operator so many other people that are involved in commercial real estate to look behind the curtain and see those differences for yourselves. And you can see how important a mortgage broker is,
Exactly.
because most people, frankly, do not have the time. Now, I believe in banking relationships, and I'm great with that. There's certain banks, I've got absolutely no problem making a depository relationship with. But I don't know an asset owner of any class that isn't always looking for a new source of capital.
Without a doubt.
So here you go. Yeah, you give them that year in, year out. You bring in new lenders. You've had our friends over at Fidelity Mortgage Lenders. They've been with you from the beginning. Uncle Chuck and John McClain over there. They're also at my conference. Some of the best private money that you can get. I've been able to fund deals with them in less than 72 hours.
Yeah.
So, we had I don't know if you remember, a few years ago, we had a problem and the lender dropped out at the 11th hour and called Uncle Chuck, and he, they have a pulse. Yeah. They give me an SI. Yeah. Okay. What's the property worth, Craig? And I told him, and he's done. We're in here. So
Chuck's a great guy. He'll come in and he'll go, when do you need this? Yeah. And John is and John's got experience from the
John's got the institutional grade behind him. That's
the quite combination. You know what? I mean, I love Fidelity and they're great, but there's so many lenders that do the same thing, and they're going to tell you like it is. They're not going to pussyfoot around with how they can do a loan or they can't do a loan.
Yep, that's it. Okay, my friend, I'm going to put you in the back and I'm going to wrap this up. So hang in the green room for a little bit. Arnie, great information, great conference. You got to go.
Yep.
Check out the scroll. There's a 30% discount only for our CLIC viewers. So
November 14th. We'll see you there.
Thank you, Arnie.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Great show. Really appreciate you joining us today. And one more note, we do have the 8th Annual California Lodging Investment Conference coming up soon. So that'll be March 5th and 6th, 2025 at the Westin Long Beach. So remember to join us for that. Also, I would like to thank our good friends at Red Roof Franchising for making this possible. And you know what? We're looking for production partners, sponsors, advertisers for our show. So DM me and get a hold of me. If you've got any questions on the Commercial Real Estate Expo and Loan Makers Forum coming up in San Francisco, DM me or Arnie directly. You can find us both on LinkedIn. And until the next time, thank you very much. Take care, everybody.